And there is Honora. Alright, let's see what she has to say.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Aemon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
I don't think I'm as important as you believe.
No?
I'm a very humble
You're a Grey
dwarf.
Warden, and despite the fact that my father will paint himself as the only one who can protect the country from the Blight, it is not so. Secondly, you saved Arl Aemon from a plot that no doubt had its origins in Hal's sick little mind. People will not forget that. You are competent and powerful, and in the right place at the right time. Used to your advantage, these things could bring you far.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Let's see if I can get the response here. I think I would need more than just your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen.
He's not
and
weak.
Even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
What if you had a strong king beside you?
Tempting. I highly doubt, however, that any attempt to take a dwarf as my consort would be looked upon favourably. I can see the benefits of what you propose, perhaps, but... No. It is impossible.
You think you are a better candidate than Alistair?
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
I think he would do fine, actually.
Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
Just how do you know so much about him?
Cailan knew of Alistair. It was Arl Aemon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Aemon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
What's your alternative?
I have ruled this nation on Cailan's behalf for many years. I am a great queen, and as beloved by my people as I love them. Ferelden needs an effective ruler with experience to see it through the Blight and after. That is not Alistair. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
What happens to Loghain if you are queen?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
Justice must be done, don't you think?
I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
Why not simply marry Alistair, the best of both worlds?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Cailan, My recently dead husband, if you'll recall. My main fear is that he might govern like Cailan as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
Yeah, true. Forget I said anything then.
Consider it forgotten. Now, as for the alliance...
Alright, make your case. Why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Cailan's queen. As much as they loved Cailan, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Cailan was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
I'm going to keep her on our side for now by telling her that I will support her. That doesn't mean that I will necessarily actually support her when the Landsmeet actually happens. Because I want to keep her on our side for the time being.
That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything? Or I have some questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
I'd like to understand Loghain better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Is he truly beyond reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Did he plan overthrowing Cailan before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Cailan was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Cailan was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Why would he have ever trusted Earl Howe?
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stem from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know. Ask me whatever you like.
What do you think will happen after the Landsmeet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
I'm sure it does make her uncomfortable. I'm not going to bother asking that.
Then I wish you luck.
Let's see. Is there anything else I can talk to her
You
about?
return.
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Okay. I could have told her, yeah, I can convince Alistair, but like I told you guys in the last part, I just don't like the whole thing of Anora trying to take the authority from Alistair. If he's going to be king, I want him to really have no one impeding his progress as king, like Anora.
So I'm guessing someone told Anora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
What do you think about her?
They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Cailan. She's her father's daughter. Me? I say that's where the problem lies. People like her and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the Landsmeet comes, you might even have a say.
You think they'll listen to a dwarf?
I think they'll listen to a Grey Warden. One who just might save this country yet.
Anything else I can talk to them about?
I haven't... Ask away. Of
Nope,
course.
nothing.
Warden, let me know if there's any assistance I can give you. We have much to do and little time.
Okay, I should get to work.
We need to do all that we can in the few days left to us before the Landsmeet.
Alright, so... let's head to that vault that Riordan just told us about. I'm sure there's gotta be some interesting things in there. And then we'll see what we can do about this alienage. Let's take Alistair.
Yes.
Let's take Zevran. And
Yes.
let's take Wynn.
Yes. I think not.
Oh, I should level up Alistair and Zevran. Okay, let's see. Let's get more willpower. And there we go. There we go. More constitution, more life. There we go. Yeah, trap me going on. Upset balance. There we go. Okay.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
Alright. Here we go. This warehouse. Aha! Here it is. Here's the vault. Duncan's shield. The insignia of the Grey Wardens is emblazoned on the shield which once belonged to Duncan. It was found in the Grey Warden cache in Denerim. It's a gift. Oh, I know who I'm giving that to. Axe of the Grey. Ah, not bad. Constable's mace. Not bad. 2 Grey Warden specific weapons. Regular axe. Armoire. Griffin's helm and map of the Anderfells. Huh. Regular gloves. Yeah, some regular stuff here. Alright, well now... I believe this is supposed to be the piece that goes with the Diligence set. Yep, it is. So the Griffin's helm is the piece that goes with the Diligence set. And it's set with the Griffin's beak. Huh. Okay, oh, I have a lot of stuff I haven't sold yet. Oops. Oopsie. Found some interesting stuff here. Well, I have something for you, Alistair.
This shield. It's Duncan's, isn't it? That's his crest.
I thought maybe you might want it.
Thank you. Truly, I had no idea his shield wasn't with him. This is perfect. I don't know how else to express my gratitude. This means a great deal to me. I can't believe you remembered it at all.
Huh, of course I remembered.
I'll treasure this. Thank you.
You're welcome, my friend. And so, that now becomes a shield for Alistair. Look at this. 6 defense, 3 willpower, 6 defense, stamina regeneration, combat. That is fantastic. So let's compare it with Kaelin's shield. And just overall, Duncan's shield is better. And yes, if you equip the Kaelin shield with Merrick's blade, as it says here on the bottom, that it gets a bonus to damage and stamina regeneration combat. But the Duncan shield takes care of that on its own. So, and let's take a look at it. Look at that. That looks awesome. So yeah. And he would want to use that more so than Kaelin's shield. He's got Kaelin's armor. So Alistair has the armor of his brother, the sword of his father, and the shield of his great friend and mentor at Duncan. I just think that's awesome. Which is another reason why I am wielding Duncan's sword as a memory of him, along with Starfang. So yeah, pretty cool. So we got that shield for Alistair, and we've got the Griffin's helm for Wynne, which I found out is the piece that goes along with the Diligence set, since that's what the Guardian at the place of Sacred Ashes was wearing. So yeah, that's the vault, and the only way you can get that is if you save Riordan, but more importantly, you find those documents first, and then you give those documents to Riordan. And then you ask him about it in the estate. That's the only way you can be able to get into that vault. And that's why you get those pretty cool items, which are Grey Warden specific. But yeah, Duncan's shield, definitely one of the cooler shields in the game. And of course, definitely meant for Alistair to use, so. I don't think that Zevran can wear any other of these other sets. Let me check here. Nope. Doesn't look like it. His strength is still at 26. I would really have to put points into that. And I probably should have the last time, but oh well. Okay, let's go over here. We can finally go into the Elven Alienage. Finally. And here we go. To the Alienage. Let's check this place out. Although I just realized I didn't actually go find a merchant and sell all that stuff that I have in my inventory. Whoops. Come on. Alright, so here we are. The Elven Alienage. Of course, if you play the City Elf origin story, you do get a lot more to this. Oh, and here is another of the couriers. Finally.
We are grateful. The compact is renewed.
Beryl Bairn. Letter from the Blackstone regulars.
I suppose a noble death fighting the blighted wretches is better than basking in this squalor. They'd better be paying well.
Huh. Here. Oh, so even if you... So, I see. So if it doesn't count... I mean, like, if you, even if you don't see the guy in Lothering, you can still complete this, because it will just acknowledge that, look, we know you can't complete it now, so we're just going to give you that guy in Lothering to you, so... Alright, so I can do that now. And I still haven't found the rest of the couriers in Denerim. I gotta find out where the 5th courier is. But at least I completed that. So there's 2 quests right there right off the bat.
We're not going to be mobbed, right? That's not something elves do here. Mob people.
So far beneath you, we'll just take whatever you give us. I think we better explain things to him.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Someone's coming.
Poor guy. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Please don't talk to me. You'll only attract their notice.
Wow. Those elves were... Oh my gosh. Syrian's house. I'm just walking into random people's houses here. Hey, it's Soris. Hey, Soris.
It's you. Come in. I didn't thank you
So
before,
this is where
did
you
I?
live.
I wish I could give you something. Everything I owned was lost to looters after the Purge. Not that I had anything valuable to begin with.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
It's a plague, so they say. I've seen a few sick people since I've been back, but I don't know how bad it really is. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman in the alien.
The Chantry allowed foreign magic here?
I guess so. I'd expect Templars here
Huh.
otherwise.
Why hasn't the alienage been closed off?
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone important gets the plague, the alienage will burn. I guess the plague's been pretty bad. I've seen a few sick people myself, but by the time I got here, it seemed to be under control. There are mages from Tevinter here helping to treat it. But there's something odd going on, though. My cousin Shiani could tell you more. You can't miss her. Just look for the angriest woman
You
in the
already
alienage.
said that. Huh. Why hasn't the alienage been closed off?
Between the Civil War and Ostagar, the city doesn't have enough soldiers left to seal the alienage. And only elves and refugees have gotten sick. I'm sure that if anyone...
okay.
They're made... My cousin
Okay, so he's going
Shiani
to say
could
the
tell
same
you
thing
more.
each time. For all his choices.
Know you've already done a lot for me, but I have to ask. Could you talk to Shiani? Please. I don't know what's going on here, but I know she's in over her head.
I'll see what I can do.
Really? I don't know what to say. Thank you. Make her bless you.
Alright, so when we come back, we will check out what's going on here in the alienage.